Hello friends, today I am going to start the foreign exchange and risk management. This is the one of the most important and dynamic chapters. Okay, this is huge for this chapter is important. This is chapter belongs to the CA final SFM or CMA final SFM. Foreign exchange and risk management. In this chapter, we have to study the 2 points. One is the foreign exchange. Foreign exchange. This is the first point, and second point is a risk management. Risk management. Here we have to study how to exchange from one currency to other currency, like rupees to dollar, dollar to pound, yen to euro. How to change this? That is a foreign exchange and foreign exchange. Okay, this is a foreign exchange. During exchange of currency, during exchange of currency, there is a risk, and we have to study to manage such risk. We have to study to manage such risk. We have to study to manage such risk. Okay, that is a foreign exchange and risk management. Now, exchange of currency. Look at here. Concept number one, type of currency. There are two types of currency. One is a home currency, and other is a foreign currency. What is a home currency? The currency which is used at homeland is said to be the home currency. There are two types of currency here. Types of currency. Okay, there are two types of currency here. One is a home currency, other is a foreign currency. The currency which is used at homeland is said to be home currency. Like in India, rupees is used. Rupees is a home currency for India. In USA, dollar is used. Dollar is a home currency for USA. In UK, pound is used. Pound is a home currency for the UK. In Japan, yen is used. Yen is the home currency for Japan. Foreign currency. Foreign currency. Other than home currency is said to be the foreign currency. Other than home currency. For India, what are the foreign currency? For foreign currency for India. Foreign currency for India. That is rupees is a home currency. Other than this, then these all currencies are said to be the foreign currency. These currencies are said to be the foreign currency. Like dollar is a foreign currency for India, pound is a foreign currency for India, yen is a foreign currency for India, euro is a foreign currency for India. Okay, that concept number one. Concept number one is what? Types of currency. There are two types of currency. One is a home currency and other is a foreign currency. The currency which is used at homeland is said to be the home currency. Like for India, the currency other than home currency is said to be the foreign currency. Home currency definition is already written here. The currency which is used at homeland is said to be the home currency. Okay, home currency. Now, for India, rupees is a home currency. USA, dollar is a home currency. UK, pound is a home currency. Japanese yen is a home currency. Now, Foreign currency. What is the foreign currency? The currency which is other than home currency is said to be foreign currency. For India, dollar is a foreign currency, pound is a foreign currency, yen is a foreign currency, euro is a foreign currency. Okay, this is the first concept. Now exchange of currency means there are home currency to foreign currency, foreign currency to home currency, foreign currency to foreign currency. Okay, rupees to dollar, dollar to rupees, dollar to pound. This is the foreign currency. Okay, foreign currency. Any, what is the risk? Now risk, we have to understand the risk. Any adverse happening which is uncertain is said to be the risk. Now the thing is, you have to understand the risk. Okay, now you have to understand the risk, how the risk involved due to exchange of currency. Now we have to study risk arises due to exchange of risk. Exchange of risk. Suppose you have exported goods to USA, exported goods to USA, and required to receive $1 lakh after 3 months. Export rate, today's spot rate is $1 equal to rupees, suppose 70. Now expectation of receiving $1 lakh equal to rupees 70 into 1 lakh, that is rupees 70 lakh. Okay, 70 lakh. Suppose after 3 months, the rate is going to be $1 equal to rupees 65. Then in place of rupees 1 lakh, you will receive rupees 65 lakh only. 65 lakh only. In this case, you have a loss. How much loss you have? You have a loss due to exchange. Loss due to exchange. What is the amount of loss due to exchange? Your expectation of receiving in your home currency rupees 70 lakh. Due to currency risk, you have received just rupees 65 lakh. This is rupees 5 lakh, you have a loss due to exchange. This is rupees 5 lakh is a loss. Why there is a loss? Because of dollar has been depreciated. Existing dollar exchange rate was rupees 1 dollar 1 equal to rupees 70, and you had exported good at this rate. At the time of receiving, you received at the dollar this rate, and this is a risk. And here your expectation was rupees 70 lakh in place of $1 lakh, but due to change of exchange rate, you received rupees 65 lakh in place of $1 lakh. So here you have a loss of rupees 5 lakh due to exchange of currency. In this chapter, you have to study how to manage this loss. That is a risk management. In the given chapter, you have to study how to exchange the currencies as well as how to manage such risk arises due to exchange of the currency. Okay, now your Other example, one example more I am going to give. Any adverse that is said, Indian company, USA company, export to USA at 3 month credit, and 3 month credit, export value at present rate is this because of spot rate $1 equal to this and 1 lakh dollar equal to this. Your expectation is receiving this. Export bill in dollar in 3 month credit. After 3 month, Indian company is going to receive $1 lakh, and spot rate after 3 month is 65 $1 lakh equal to, you will receive this, and loss due to exchange, in place of 67 lakh you are going to receive 65 lakh. You have the loss of rupees 2 lakh. Now how to manage this risk, that you have to study in this risk in this chapter. Okay, now in concept number 2, quotation of currency. Now look at it. In concept number 2 is a quotation of the currency. There are two types of quotation currency, that is the direct quote, indirect quote. This is the rate I am going to make you understand. In the questions there are two types of quotation of the currency. Look at here. Quotation of the currency. There are two types of quotation. One is a direct quote, other is a indirect quote. Indirect quote. Look at it. I'm going to write rupee per dollar is 50. Rupee per dollar is 50. Look at it. So this quotation is said to be direct quote in respect of India. This quotation is said to be direct quote in respect of India. We can write the quotation $1 equal to rupees 50. $1 equal to rupees 50. Okay. The same quotation can be written as, you will divide by 50 in each both side. This $0.020 equal to rupee 1. That this quotation and this is both are the same. In this can be written as dollar per rupee is 0.020. That is rupee 1 equal to $0.020. Now what is difference? Nothing difference in quotations. But here you have written rupee per dollar is 50. Rupee per dollar is 50 means in $1 you are going to receive rupees 50. In $1 you are going to receive rupees 50. In this rupee 1 equal to $0.020. Rupee 1 equal to $0.020. It means in 1 rupee you are going to receive 0.020. So this quotation is said to be direct quote. This quotation is said to be indirect quote. In value both have the same, but writing this is a different. Here number of foreign currency is written. Here number of home currency is written. Please, number of home currency is written for single unit of foreign currency, then it is said to be direct quote. Number of home currency is written for single unit of foreign currency, then it is said to be the direct quote. It is said to be direct quote. Number of foreign home currency for single unit of foreign currency is said to be the direct quote. In this case, number of foreign currency is written. Number of foreign currency is written. Number of foreign currency is written in respect of one currency of home currency. Number of foreign currency for one rupee of home currency, then it is said to be indirect quote. It is said to be indirect quote. It means if number of home currencies written for one currency of foreign currency, one unit of foreign currency, then it is said to be direct quote. When number of foreign currency written for single unit of home currency, it is said to be indirect quote. It is said to be indirect quote. This is a definition. When number of home currency is written for single unit of foreign currency, then it is said to be direct quote. When number of foreign currency is written for single unit of home currency, then it is said to be indirect quote. Here, in for understanding, please try to understand. When home currency is read first and per, then dollar, foreign currency, then it is said to be direct. When home currency is written indirectly, like dollar per rupee, then it is said to be indirect quote. Then it is said to be indirect quote. Okay, you have a definition. Number of home currency for single unit of foreign currency, then it is said to be direct quote. Okay, and now number of foreign currency for single unit of home currency is said to be indirect. Okay, look at it. Direct quote, indirect quote. This is a similar example. This and this. This is a direct quote because of number of home currency for single unit of foreign currency. This is a direct quote. Number of foreign currency for single unit of home currency. This is a indirect quote. Okay. Now, direct quote, indirect quote. Quotation of currency, direct, indirect. Indirect quote. A quotation is said to be indirect in which number of foreign currency is written for single unit of home currency is said to be indirect, like dollar per rupee, pound per rupee, yen per rupee. These all are indirect quote. These are the foreign currency, number of unit for single unit of home currency, number of pounds for single unit of rupee, number of yen for single unit of rupee. These are said to be indirect quote. Okay, now the direct quote. What is the direct quote? Direct quote, when and quotation is written for number of home currency in respect of India. This is a rupee. For single unit of foreign currency, foreign currency for USA dollar, like rupees for dollar is 70, rupees per pound is rupees 80, rupees per yen is 0.758. This you can say dollar 1 equal to rupees 70, pound 1 equal to rupees 80, yen 1 equal to rupees 0.758. These are the direct quotes. Okay, we understand direct quote, indirect quote. Now look at here. Indirect quote. A quotation is said to be indirect quote in which a number of foreign currency is written for single unit of home currency. Single unit of home currency, like dollar per rupee, this, pound per rupee, this, yen per rupee, this. These are indirect quote. Okay. Now the question is, suppose if home currency is not identified. In this case, how can you find the quotation of direct quote, indirect quote? Look at it. Suppose dollar per pound is 1.2375. Here pound 1 equal to dollar 1.2375. In this case, which one? This is a direct quote or indirect quote? In this case, we can take name of this quotation is in respect of. In respect of pound, it is a direct. It is indirect. In respect of dollar, it is direct. You have to define. Wherever home currency or foreign currency is not identified, in that case, you have to say in respect of pound, it is a indirect quote. In respect of dollar, it is a direct quote. Okay, look at here. In this quotation, which one is home currency, which one is foreign currency? Suppose it is not identified. Then you write pound 1 equal to this. In respect of pound, it is indirect quote. In respect of dollar, it is a direct quote. But this is the home currency identify rupees. All rupees are written directly. That's why this quotation is said to be direct quote. Do you understand direct quote, indirect quote? Now, the question is how to change quotation from direct to indirect quote. How to change quotation from direct to indirect quote? For example, suppose you have rupees per dollar is 50. This is a direct quote. Now I want to change it indirect quote. So to change indirect quote, I am going to write here dollar 1 equal to rupees 50. Dollar 1 equal to rupees 50. Just divided both sides by 50 by number of units. Dollar 1 divided by 50, rupee 50 divided by 50, this become rupee 1. Dollar 0.02, this is rupee 1. The same quotation this can be written as dollar per rupee is 0.020. This quotation was here direct quote, and the same quotation is here. This is said to be indirect quote. This is said to be indirect quote. In this way, one quotation is changed direct to indirect, indirect to direct. Okay, suppose you have, this is the way, this is 0.067. You can add 0.067. This is the quotation rupees per 60 direct quote. You have to change this indirect quote divided by 60 in both sides. This is your answer. Okay. Now we are going to study the concept number 3. Concept number 3. In concept number 3, we have to understand quotation of bank. Quotation of bank. Quotation of bank. Quotation of bank means if we have to purchase foreign currency or sell foreign currency, we must have to go to the bank, and as per FEMA, no person can hold the foreign currency as per prescribed limit at her home or office. That why we must have to convert the foreign currency into home currency as per law. Okay, the how the bank will purchase the foreign currency, how bank will sell the foreign currency, that quotation I am going to make you understand. Okay, let's discuss here. Look at, there are two types of quotation. One is one way quotation, one way quotation, and there is a two way quotation, two way quotation. What is a one way quotation and what is the two way quotation? One way quotation, one way quotation means bank quote only one rate, either buying rate or sell rate, either buying rate, like dollar one equal to rupee 74. This is the one way quotation. Like suppose you are going to take food in your restaurant, restaurant only sell the foods, in that case that is the one way quotations. Okay, sometimes bank works both buy as well as sell. When bank quotes currency for buying as well as sell, then it is said to be, then it is said to be two-way quotation. This is said to be two-way quotation. This is said to be two-way quotation. Like dollar one equal to rupees 70, rupees 71. This is a two-way quotation. This is said to be the bid rate. This is said to be your ask rate. Bid rate and ask rate. These are two-way quotations. Most of the cases we have to utilize in two-way quotations. Only one quotation. Like in gold soap, if you are going to sell the gold, then shopkeeper will buy the gold. And if you are going to buy the gold, shopkeeper will sell the gold. That is said to be the two-way quotation. In one-way quotation, that is only either buy or sell. That is said to be one-way quotation. Look at it. Quotation, one-way quotation. The quotation in which bid rate or ask rate are same, that is said to be one-way quotation, like this. Okay. Okay. Now two-way quotation. Here bid rate as well as ask rate. $1 equal to 40.50. This is the 40.60. It means what? Bank will buy dollar at 40.50. 40.50. Bank will sell dollar. Bank will sell dollar 40.60. And the difference between these 0.10 is said to be a spread, and this is a bank margin. This is a bank margin. Okay. Now this is a bank margin. Now in what cases how to apply bid rate, how to apply ask rate, that we have to understand. That we have to understand. One, I am going to discuss about the potato wholesaler in any wholesale market. Suppose this is a wholesale market. From this wholesale market, someone is going to buy the potato. Then what rate is applied in that case? Please try to understand. This wholesale market, someone is coming to wholesaler. This wholesaler to wholesaler. Someone is coming to sell potato. Someone is coming to wholesaler for selling potato. In this case, the wholesaler has written 1 kg potato, 1 kg potato, rupees 10 and rupees 12. What this means? The potato wholesaler wants to buy potato at the rate of rupees 10, at the rate of rupees 10, and the wholesaler want to sell potato at the rate of rupees 12. The wholesaler wants to buy the potato at the rate of rupees 10 and wholesaler want to sell the potato at the rate of 12. Someone is coming to wholesaler for selling potato. In that case, wholesaler will buy potato at the rate of rupees 10. Someone is coming to wholesaler to buy potato. In that case, potato will potato is sold by the wholesaler at the rate of rupees 12. The wholesaler work is only mediator. Wholesaler buy from one side and sell the same thing to the others, consumers. Buy at low rate and sell at high rate. Okay, please try to understand this example here. Suppose wholesaler is quoted 1 kg potato. This is rupees 10, this is rupees 12. Rupees 2 is a profit for wholesaler. This is said to be the buying rate. Buying rate. This is said to be the selling rate. There are two types of customers will come to the wholesaler. Suppose I am going to write here wholesaler. Wholesaler. This is a wholesaler. One customer. This customer to coming to wholesaler with the potato. And now wholesaler is going to pay him. It means potato is coming to wholesaler. Potato is coming to wholesaler. It means wholesaler is going to buy potato. Wholesaler is going to buy potato. In this case, wholesaler will pay at the rate of rupees 10 per kg. Rupees 10 per kg. Okay. In other type of customer will reach to the wholesaler customer, and this customer is going to buy potato and wholesaler will give his potato. Now wholesaler is here, wholesaler is going to sell potato to this customer. In this case, this customer will pay for the potato 12 per kg. Same work is done by the bank. Suppose I am going to explain here. Look at it. This is a bank and quotation is written $1 equal to rupees 40, rupees 42. This is the bank. One is a customer. Here one is customer. Some customer are going to bank for selling dollar. Some customer are going to bank for buying dollar. Bank is assumed to be wholesaler of the dollar. Bank is assumed to be wholesaler of dollar. And this quotation means bank has quoted this quotation. Bank has quoted this quotation. It means this bank is going to bid. This is a bid rate. And this is your ask rate. It means what? Bank has quoted price of dollar. Bank will buy dollar at the rate of 40, at the rate of rupees 40. A bank will sell dollar at the rate of rupees 42. And in this way, bank will have a profit of rupees 2 per dollar. So one customer is coming to bank coming to bank for sell dollar, coming to bank for selling dollar, then bank will pay to that customer rupees 40 per dollar, rupees 40 per dollar. And someone is going to buy dollar, someone is going to buy dollar, then bank will sell the dollar him, and a customer will have to pay for the same dollar rupee 42 per dollar, 42 per dollar. Same like a potato. If potato is coming to wholesaler, there is a potato is a commodity. Potato is coming to wholesaler. It means wholesaler is going to buy potato at low rate, rupees 10 per kg. And if potato is going from wholesaler, it means potato is going from wholesaler. It means wholesaler is going to sell potato. Wholesaler is going to sell potato. In this case, rupees 12 per kg will taken by the wholesaler. Exactly the same way bank will sell foreign currency or buy foreign currency. Here you need to understand commodity currency and price. The currency which is a single code, the currency which is a single code, that is assumed to be just like a potato. The currency which is a single code, you have to understand just like a potato. And if dollar is a commodity currency, and you have to think from the point of view dollar and bank, dollar and bank. If dollar is coming to bank, it means commodity currency is coming to bank. You have to think dollar is coming to bank, it means commodity currency is coming to bank. Bank will buy the commodity currency, bank will buy the commodity currency, and buy in this means bank will buy the commodity currency at low rate, that is a rupees 40. If commodity currency, here this is said to be dollar is a commodity currency, dollar is a commodity currency, just like a potato. This is a price of potato is quoted, this is a price of dollar is quoted here. And you have to think from the point of view of the commodity currency and bank, commodity currency and bank. Which currency is said to be the commodity currency? The currency which is written in single quote, the currency which is written in single quote is said to be commodity currency. The currency which is written in single quote is said to be commodity currency. And this currency is said to be the price. In the given case, bank has quoted the price of dollar. Bank has quoted the price of dollar. If dollar is coming to bank, it means bank is going to buy dollar. If dollar is coming to bank, it means bank is going to buy dollar. Bank is going to buy dollar, and buy means bid rate is applied, that is rupees 40 per dollar. If commodity currency is going from bank, commodity currency is going from bank, commodity currency is going from bank, it means bank is going to sell the commodity, bank is going to sell the commodity, that is high rate, that is ask rate is applied, ask rate is applied. Same like this, same like this. You have to understand that this and compare these two. You have to always think from the point of view of commodity currency and bank. Which currency is said to be commodity currency? The currency which is written in a single quote is said to be the commodity currency. The currency which is written in a single quote is said to be commodity currency. If commodity currency is coming to bank, it means bank is going to buy the commodity, and low rate is applied, that is bid rate is applied. If commodity currency going from bank, this is a going from bank, it means bank is commodity currency is sold by bank, and that is high rate is applied, that is ask rate is applied. Okay, now the same thing, what that is, think from the point of view of bank and commodity currency. If commodity currency coming to bank, it means bank is going to buy the commodity currency and bid rate, that is low rate is applied, that is dollar this. In this case, if commodity currency is going from bank, it means bank is going to sell the commodity, hence ask rate, that is high rate is applied. High rate is applied. And this is said to be the commodity currency. The currency which is single quote, that is said to be commodity currency. This is a bank just like a wholesaler. This is a bank just like a wholesaler. Okay, look at it. The currency which is written in a single quote is said to be commodity currency. This is the bank, and think from the point of view bank and commodity currency. Single quote currency is a bank, commodity currency low rate is applied. In the case of buying commodity currency, high rate is applied, go and sell. Okay, now example I am going to give you one example. Look at it. Exported Indian company, this is from the point of view Indian company, exported to UK, receive pound 1 lakh, find equivalent rupee when quotation is this. Look at it. Actually question is what? Look at it. Indian company exported to UK company and price is pound 1 lakh and the exchange rate is pound 1 equal to rupees, what is the exchange rate? 80, 82. 80 and 82. Now you have to find how much Indian company will receive in rupees term. How much Indian companies receive in rupees term. To understand this, bank here, this is the Indian company. You have to understand this is a UK company. UK company. This Indian company has exported here. Exported. On the basis of that, UK company paid pound 1 lakh here. Pound 1 lakh. Now, Indian company has pound 1 lakh. As per FEMA Foreign Exchange Management Act, Indian company is not allowed to keep pound at its office. Then in this case, Indian company will go into the bank with the pound 1 lakh. Okay, and in place of pound, bank will pay to the Indian company in terms of rupees. This will happen. Generally, this is happen. Okay, generally this is happen. Now the question is, first you have to decide the commodity currency. Commodity currency. Which one is the commodity currency? Commodity currency is here pound. Why pound is a commodity currency? Commodity currency is a pound. Why pound is a commodity currency? Because it is written in single quote. Because it is written in a single quote. That currency is said to be commodity currency. It is written in single quote. Single quote is said to be commodity currency. Single quote unit is said to be commodity currency. Okay. Now you have to think from the point of view of bank and commodity currency. Bank and commodity currency. If commodity currency is coming to bank, if commodity currency is coming to bank, it means bank is going to buy the commodity. It means bank is going to buy the commodity. And in this case, low rate is applied. Low rate is applied. Low rate, that is 80. Bid rate is applied. This is a bid rate. This is your ask rate. This is a ask rate. The bid rate and ask rate. In this case, you have to apply pound 1 equal to rupees 80. In place of pound 1 lakh equal to rupees 80 into 1 lakh, rupees 80 lakh Indian company will receive in place of pound 1 lakh. This is the way of quotations. Okay, that is written here. Commodity currency is this. Why? Because of it is written in a single quote, and that's why the bid rate is applied here. This. Okay. In second example, single quote. Indian company imported goods from the UK, required to pay. Now look at it. In the same example, now in the same way, other way example, Indian company imported goods from UK, and Indian company imported goods from UK, required to pay pound 1 lakh. Pound 1 lakh. Now look at here. This is the bank. What is the rate here? Pound 1 equal to rupees 80, rupees 82. Bank. This is the Indian company. This is the UK company. Imported. It means this is exported goods. Exported. And now this company will have to pay pound 1 lakh. As per FEMA, this company has no pound 1 lakh. Has had not pound 1 lakh. In this case, Indian company will purchase pound 1 lakh from the bank. And Indian company will go into the bank with rupees. An Indian company purchase pound from bank. In this case, bank will give Indian company pound. Indian company pound. Look at here. In this quotation, commodity currency is a pound. Commodity currency is a pound. Why commodity currency is a pound? Because of it is written in a single quote. Because of it is written in a single quote. In this case, pound is going from bank. Pound is going from bank. Pound is going from commodity currency. Pound is going from commodity currency. It means bank sells pound. Bank sell pound. And in this case, this rate is applied. This rate is applied. Okay. You must have to understand pound 1 equal to rupees 82, and pound 1 lakh equal to Indian company will have to pay 82 into 1 lakh, that is rupees 82 lakh. 82 lakh. Indian company will have to pay 82 lakh for the pound payment. Okay. In this way, you have to understand very carefully when bid rate is applied, when ask rate is applied. You have to think just like this. You have to think just like this. Wow. Think from the point of view of commodity currency and bank. What is commodity currency? Single quote currency is a commodity currency. Commodity currency. If commodity currency is coming to bank, it means bank is going to buy the commodity. Bank is going to buy commodity, and bid rate, that is low rate is applied. Low rate is applied in fourth. If commodity currency is going from bank, it means bank is going to sell commodity currency, going to sell commodity currency, hence ask rate, that is high rate is applied, high rate is applied. This is a way of finding quotations. Okay, now you must have to construct a line and thereafter you will decide. In the given case, please try to understand in this example. In this example, USA company exported goods to India and received this. Find the equivalent dollar. Now look at it. USA company exported goods to India and received rupees 1 lakh. Find equivalent dollar. The rate is written here rupee 1 equal to dollar 0.023 dollar 0.025. This is your bid rate, this is your ask rate. Now you have to keep in your mind, this is a bank, USA company, this is the Indian company. In question what is saying, this company has exported goods. Out of this exporter, for this export, this company has paid rupees 1 lakh. Now USA company has rupees 1 lakh, which is a foreign currency, which is Indian currency. As per FEMA, USA company must have to go to the bank for export this, for exchange this rupees, and this rupees will given to the bank, rupee 1 lakh. In place of this rupees 1 lakh, bank will pay to the USA company dollar. Bank will pay to the USA company dollar. This is the question. Now, in this case, you have to decide the commodity currency. This is a commodity currency. This is a commodity currency. This is your commodity currency. And this commodity currency is coming to the bank. This commodity currency is coming to the bank. It means bank will buy the commodity coming to the bank. Here commodity currency is coming to the bank. Bank will buy the commodity currency. Hence bid rate is applied. In this case, bid rate is applied. Now, rupee 1 equal to dollar 0.023 rate is applied, and rupee 1 lakh equal to, you will apply dollar 0.023 into 1 lakh, that is dollar 2300. This is the rate. This is the way of writing quotation and bid rate and ask rate. Okay. Now the same thing is done here. Okay. In this way we have understand in this chapter, in this class, what is the foreign exchange risk management, and what is the commodity currency, what is the bank quotations, what is the currency, what is the one-way quotation, what is the two-way quotation, what is the direct quote, what is the indirect quote. Okay, thank you class.